Okay, so a little while ago, my mom just came up to me and read out an article title, and now I have to read it to y'all. I need to see what this is about. Also, before you come at me in the comments, yes, I know my surf gameplay is bad. I am new to surfing. The only reason I'm using it as gameplay is because people did back in the day, and so I asked my friend if I should, and he said yes. Go ahead and chastise my terrible skill all you want, I don't care. What I'm more worried about is this... this story. Florida teen arrested after allegedly bashing mom with a pork chop during drunken argument. I mean, look at her. She's definitely guilty. That's the face of someone who's proud of themselves for hitting their mom with a pork chop. I have no idea what any of this is about. Like I said, I just heard the title and thought it sounded hilarious, so I want to go ahead and read this. A Florida teen is in some hot water after she allegedly assaulted her own mother with a juicy pork chop. U.S. Weekly has confirmed. Did they have to describe it as juicy? She attacked her mother with a thick and juicy pork chop, which you can now buy at the store for only $9.99. Like I said, the 18-year-old was arrested by the Martin County Sheriff's Office on Thursday, January 22nd. According to an arrest affidavit, Farah's mother, Cynthia Kernan, had called 911 for help and later told officers her daughter had been drinking during the day. This, Cynthia alleged, eventually led to a verbal disagreement between the mother and daughter. I don't think it stayed verbal. She threw a pork chop at you. Cynthia stated that during the argument, Farah, smacked her in the face with her right hand. That's kind of fucked. Ow. Cynthia told police that prior to the video recording, Farah also threw a pork chop at her, which was not captured. In the affidavit, the responding officer actually wrote that they, quote, observed food residue on Cynthia's left shoulder, which was consistent with her statement. What do you mean food residue? Did she not, try to clean it off? You're telling me that someone threw a pork chop at her and she didn't even, want to wipe it off her shirt or anything? What? It's so icky. If someone threw a raw pork chop at me, I'd want to take a shower, but I am kind of a germaphobe, so maybe that's just me. And also, was it raw? They haven't said if it was raw or if it was cooked. Did she just take a raw pork chop out of the fridge and chuck it at her mom, or it would be way worse if it was cooking. Imagine she just took it right off the pan and threw it at her and burned her, but it doesn't seem like that because they don't say anything about burns. Looks like it was just raw. You just go around smacking people with your meat. Come on. Police spoke to Farah, who appeared confused and provided statements that were inconsistent with the evidence and not related to the battery, reads the affidavit. Farah later becomes emotionally upset, begins screaming and crying, and continued to act uncooperatively. Farah was arrested on a single count of domestic battery. She's being held on a $2,500 bond. It was unclear if she had retained a defense attorney, and records show she has not yet been asked for a plea to And records show she has not been asked yet for a plea to the charge against her. To be fair, does she need a I don't think she wants a defense. Look at her. She is guilty and proud. She wants to do it again. If you try to have a court hearing with her and her mom's present, she's gonna pull another pork chop out of her pocket and throw it at her. I don't know, maybe she'll bring a steak this time instead. Under Florida law, domestic battery is defined as an intentional and unconsented touching or striking of another person when such person is a, quote, family or household member, which can include, quote, wives and husbands, ex-wives and ex-husbands, individuals related by blood or marriage, individuals living together as a family, and yeah, okay, you know what a family is. I don't need to read all that. If Farah is found guilty of this first-degree misdemeanor by jurors, she could be sent to prison for up to a year. She also faces a potential $1,000 fine according to online legal statutes. God damn. And then probation, community service, all this for a fucking pork chop. There's not just one article on this. There is another one. There's a shorter one. You know what's funny? It says she reportedly continued to be uncooperative, eventually screaming and crying, but that doesn't look like the case from her mugshot because, look at her. She is so proud of herself. I don't believe that she was screaming and crying. She's so happy. Or maybe she was, and then after the stress was, flushed away, she was like, you know what? Arrest me. I'm proud of what I did. This is my world. Y'all are just living in it. These are my pork chops. Y'all are just eating them. I guess lesson learned. Don't smack your mom with a pork chop if any of you were planning on doing that. Allegedly, of course. This is all alleged because she hasn't had a court date, so no one knows for sure. But, I still can't get the food residue thing. I feel like I would have changed shirts if there was residue from someone throwing pork at me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a wuss. but that's just me. Of course this happened in Florida, dude. I literally can't imagine this happening anywhere else. I think there's another, okay, hold on. I'm gonna need to find the article on this because I only have this screenshot, but I just remembered I think there was one of like a dude hitting people with a meat and saying, eat your meat. Scrappy dude shot dead in Miami. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Here it is. A man dual-wielding raw steak slaps diners in the face at vegan restaurant, yelling, if you don't eat your meat, you can't have any pudding. Where did this happen? Was this in Florida? Okay, where's the article though? This is a Reddit post. I see a Reddit post, I see a Facebook post, I see YouTube, I see TikTok, I see Bushcraft USA forums, whatever that is. I can't find the original one. Oh, I found it! Oh, never mind, it's gone. Okay, well, allegedly there's this story of a guy smacking vegans with meat and saying if you don't eat your meat, you don't get any pudding, but I don't know if that's fully believable because I can't find it. What is definitely happened though is something between this kid and her mom and allegedly her hitting her with a pork chop. So you can rest assured that this young woman has smacked her mother with raw meat. You don't need to worry about that. That story is true. Yeah, this was just funny. I just wanted to read it. So I think that's it. I don't know if I have anything else to say. Guys, leave a comment down below about your thoughts and tell me if you'd hit your mom with a pork chop. Would you hit your mom with a raw pork chop? I need to know. I personally would never hit my mom with a raw pork chop. However, I could see me throwing one at one of my siblings. Not really. Do you think she washed her hands before she picked it up and threw it at her? That's unrelated. She probably didn't. I don't believe she did. Whatever. I'm gonna just end the video now.